we really appreciate you all for coming out, for real, from the bottom of our hearts, for real. And I do want to say, if y'all see the QR codes on the table, y'all can scan the QR codes and show the bar that you subscribe to the channel and get a free shot if you want to. So keep that in mind. But we do want to bring to the stage, pass it to you, Bandy. You great with the intro.
All right. Well, my camera's rolling. They better be. But welcome to another episode of the R.A.P podcast, man. We got a special episode. It's a little bit different today. We not in the studio. We got a live audience today, so it's our first time, and we appreciate y'all for coming out, helping us curate this idea, things like that. But as always, here on the R.A.P podcast, aka the R.A.P House, I'm gonna get that over with. You got me, Bandy. We got my boy Ray. We got AK, and we got a special guest for y'all, man. Here from Louisville, musical artist, BRXTN. Braxton, man, come on to the stage, bro. Come kick it with us, man. Appreciate you for coming out, man. Coming back in town with us. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Can everybody hear me? Y'all hear me good? Everybody straight? Sorry. How y'all feeling? I need some energy. Feeling good. Cool, man. Thanks everybody for coming. For sure.
Cool, man. How you feeling?
Blessed, bro. I got 3 kings next to me. We building. We making the city look good. So I'm feeling good. Yeah.
Cool.
And if a lot of people don't know who BRXTN is, aka Braxton, he is really one of the most talented artists that came through the city. He's been featured on the radio, numerous features with major artists that's come from the city as well. To me personally, I think that you were one of the top artists that I've heard, come through the city, especially during your run a while ago. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So if a lot of people don't know, I do want to start with your journey. How did Louisville as a city influence, your music, your sound?
No, yeah, for sure. So let's see, Louisville for me, as far as like my early journey. So I was born in Ashland, Kentucky. So I'm not like originally like born and raised in Louisville. But I moved here early years, I think like right before kindergarten, went to Waterston Elementary. So I had like a little early stint here, left, and then pretty much got a scholarship later in life and came here to go to college. But to your question, like as far as how Louisville and just some of the talent that's come from here has really shaped my whole sound, I mean, that's really like my DNA, honestly. Like I came up at the time where, we was looking up to, this was whenever like Bryson Tiller was starting to really bud up, and even just beyond them names, like we got the Static Majors and other artists who have paved the way even prior to my era. So honestly, I feel like Louisville, at this point in the game, 2025, I feel like people know it's definitely a gold mine of talent. The sound, the vibes are here, but I feel like I was really a part of kind of like that precipice to like spearhead and kind of get us to where we are now. Like in general, just, man, like people used to sleep on this, now I feel like people know and people come to check.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And most definitely, bro, like, I done asked around, bro. Your name hold up good way, bro.
That's all that matters. As long as my face card clean, for sure.
If anybody don't know, if you guest on our show, we're gonna do like a deep investigation on like who you are, the entire nine. So you definitely checked out, my boy. I do want to ask you as well, like you end up moving to Memphis, correct?
Yeah, shout out.
And anybody don't know, Keith's from Memphis, so.
Throw the names up. But yeah, I moved to Memphis at this point. I want to say it was like right on the back end of like 2021, started 2022. And I've been there ever since. And as far as kind of, I guess, what stemmed me moving and just kind of making that shift, because man, I'm Louisville through and through, and it wasn't a tough choice to just move on. But I ain't even gonna say in cap to y'all. Like I was kind of at that point in my journey as an artist and just as a young man, like I was out here kind of twisted, like just moving wrong, doing wrong. It might have looked good at the surface. I might have been doing a good job of making it look good on social media and all that, but I was out in these streets, bro, like doing everything wrong, and just me knowing how I was raised, bro. Like I grew up in the church, like I still, you know, I'm blessed enough to have all my grandparents, so I definitely got like an elderly, you know, circle of influence that's around me, and I just knew I was living wrong. So my family lives in Memphis, like my mom and like, you know, everybody else, my sister and shit, and that was just kind of what I felt like I needed at the time to just really reset and just get perspective and just reground myself. And that's been probably the most life-changing and life-saving choice I've made in the last like 3 to 4 years for sure.
Okay. Was that more so like a mental aspect for you? Did you go on a mental journey, like when you left, and you know, to continue to do what you do?
Yeah, it was definitely mental, but even more than mental, like I'm very spiritual too. So it was just that, just at a certain point, you just know whenever you're not in alignment with what God done called you to do, and it's like you can continue to stray down. And you know, see how much more darkness you can, I guess you can endure. But I was at my breaking point, bro. And I just felt like if I didn't make a change or get up out of Dodge or just switch up the scenery, it might not have been nothing left for me to see, bro. So it was one of them things. It was very much so mental, but it was more spiritual. Like I feel like the relationship I got with God, I know when He pulling on me, and He had been pulling on me longer than I should have been. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's something that I had to do. I don't really know where I'd be right now. Straight up.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I know a lot of people in here went through probably similar, you know what I'm saying? To me personally, I think everybody, when they become overwhelmed, they have to take a step back and reset. So that's a great message to have, because, you know, even I did it myself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like that's a normal thing to go through, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta hit that reset button sometimes, but you know, I'm from Memphis, so I understand, like, going there, specifically, like, the culture.
It's different.
The culture out there, like, you gotta head on. Like, head on swivel everywhere you go, so
For sure.
you stay focused all the time.
Yeah, and that's just to like piggyback off what you said though, like Memphis culturally is different. And like, I mean, shoot, I like my first year kind of being down there, it took me some getting used to, because I say down here for the most part, people from Kentucky, especially Louisville, I mean, we not just overly friendly, but we still like personable folk. And you go down to a place like Memphis and it's like screw face. Like if you ain't got no business with somebody, like ain't no, you know, just stay out the way basically is what everybody was telling me. But like the first year I lived out there, it was like, bro, if you don't know what's going on, if you green, like they call it, if you green, just stay out the way. And that's what I did. But I met some real niggas, you know what I'm saying, and started to kind of, you know what I'm saying, find my way around, figure out where like the creative pockets was. And Memphis is a beautiful city. It's just, you gotta know where you at, you know what I'm saying?
What would y'all think is the biggest differences between Louisville and Memphis, for a lot of people that may have not been in Memphis ever?
You from there, I'll let you.
I'm gonna go first, but like, I'm gonna say that Memphis is like super fun, but it is. But my bad, bro, you can't hear me.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna say that Memphis is super fun, bro. Like the party scene, just regular sports scene and all that is unmatched. It's different culture. Like you're not getting that nowhere else but Memphis. And I say Louisville got its own type of swag too when it comes to all that.
Man.
But people just
Tell us what y'all really be doing and how y'all be out there sitting there doing backflips and splicing the pool.
He talking about slicing the pool.
Come on, man. Over here talking. Yeah, it's fun, man. You know.
It is fun, though.
We trying to be cool. Nah, y'all be doing backflips in the pool for no reason.
Memphis is a wild place.
I ain't lying, bro.
He ain't lying either. Them
He
niggas
not.
really down there doing backflips and all that crazy
They be gang
shit.
doing all that.
What's your go-to spice move?
You said what now?
What's your go-to spice move?
Spice move?
Slice.
Slice, my bad.
Slice.
I'm not from Memphis, my bad.
Damn, I'm
What's your go-to?
I'm not from Memphis either. What is the slice move? Baby, what's the slice move? Yeah, I ain't never participated in that shit.
You from Memphis?
Yeah, born and raised.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. See, they be trying to
You're
gang
not
up on
alone
me.
anymore.
They be trying to gang up on me, bro.
Because you're a YN.
You've been feeling alone the whole night. You're not alone. You got another Tennessean with you, man. So I do want to ask y'all, because this is funny, we always have a debate. Do y'all think Louisville is more South or Midwest when it comes to like the geographic?
I ain't gonna cap. Before I moved to Memphis, I would have said Midwest. But now that I've been in Memphis, Louisville definitely has a southern pulse, bro. Like for sure.
Does it?
You think so? Well,
Louisville does. I'm not saying Kentucky.
Yeah, man.
Louisville does though.
What y'all think?
Yeah, see, alright, yeah, that no.
so it sounds like it's pretty split. Keith says it's not the South whatsoever.
I think it's like more country than it is southern.
That's valid.
It's more country than it is southern. You feel me? Like, explain.
Enlighten us.
Bro, it's just culture, boy. Like I said, I got your own culture, but it's not as deep southern rooted as like Memphis is, bro. That's just how I feel.
We got
And I've been here 10 years now. I feel like I can't lie.
He said we got KFC.
They got KFCs. Y'all ain't got no Bojangles
They
though.
ain't got no chings. They ain't got no.
They ain't got no Bojangles, man.
I would think it's probably Midwest compared to like more southern cities. I think we're closer to Detroit, honestly, than.
See, I ain't never been to the D. See, I dated a girl from the D, and that shit fucked my life up. So
I think we're closer to Detroit than
never again.
Memphis.
I don't want nothing to do with Detroit.
That's how I feel. I feel like it's a mix of Detroit.
My real niggas know.
Yeah. Well, I want somebody. I really want to. So some people said Midwest. Some people said South. Can one of y'all explain like why y'all think that it is Midwest or South?
We got a mic right
There
there.
is a mic in the center of this floor if y'all want to, you know.
My boy.
Oh yeah, he stood up
That's
quick.
what
Come
I'm
on,
saying.
Pops.
Come on.
Quick.
Come on.
Talk to us. Let us know your name too. You ain't gotta get a full government though.
See, that's right. And that's the only reason why I say that, because I grew up in Mississippi. And I know what goes on in the South. And I know what goes on up here because I grew up as a puppy here in Louisville. But nah, there's not no city like that. It's a city that you can grow up in the West End and everybody grow up with us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, it's country. It's country.
You guys
Country. Everywhere you go to Bullitt County. Go to just drive outside. You ain't gonna see nothing but back in the day when I was growing up, tobacco fields, cornfields. I didn't mean to take it.
No,
That's what we want though.
Because honestly, I think that you kind of proven Keith's point to where the
Yeah.
he couldn't explain it.
Yeah, on
for
top
some
of that.
reason. Who knows? He
top
can
of
explain
that.
it as good as you just explained.
I'm gonna lock in with you because my mama's side from Mississippi, so I spent half my life growing up in Mississippi anyway, like every song. So,
What part?
What part?
Roseville, Mississippi, by Cleveland, by Hell Yeah and all that.
Yeah. I played football against them when I was in high school.
So
many
you
yards?
agree
What position you play?
that Louisville is a Midwest city, correct?
No,
South?
yes.
South, okay. So,
That's my vote.
yeah, got you. So does anybody think that it is a Midwest city?
It's never a Midwest city. Near to Chicago, you feel what Midwest is.
Yes.
I love Chicago though. Chicago is a beautiful city.
Thanks.
I do wanna
I'm saying my 10.
I do want to talk about music a little bit. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking in the audience. You know, we got a lot of cool artists that,
No, yeah, for sure.
that mess with us, you know what I'm saying?
See,
With
right
everybody
about
that did
peers
come
and
up.
friends.
Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. So, one of the questions that I want to ask, and I am going to open this up to everybody else as well, but what are your thoughts on music in 2025? I know it's kind of like, like a very broad
Nah, yeah, it's
question,
definitely,
but,
I mean, right now, I feel like right now in 2025, I'll say music's probably in one of the better places it's been because it's so open. Of course, you got, the spectrum's wide as hell. You got everything from like the YN, trap, crazy, toxic shit to like, artists like myself who are still out here, trying to prioritize quality and substance and putting real life into it. But all in all, I don't really have no hard criticisms on the current space of music. I feel like had you asked me that probably a year or two ago, it would have been a different answer. But right now, I feel like depending on what you like and what you're really drawn to, there's definitely artists from mainstream to up and coming to super indie that could probably fix your fancy. So I can't really complain, but I would be interested to hear like some other perspectives.
Do you think there's any superstars, like new musical superstars
You saying, do I feel like there are any new ones? Or do we need
Yeah, like
new
any new ones, like outside of your ones that have been having like 10-year runs.
ones?
Because I don't feel like there's not any new mega
Not just
stars.
super and like mega stars. I mean, I feel like every day you could get on your Instagram and be convinced the nigga's a superstar. But like real deal, like timeless acts, like legacy, nah, hell nah.
Yeah.
But like it's still gonna be, like you said, the main, whichever ones you probably thinking of right now is the same ones I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Me personally, I think the music scene here in Louisville has grown a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you see any main differences from when you were here in the music scene with everyone compared to like when you come back here and there from Memphis?
Yeah, I just feel like there's much more collaboration going on. Like I feel like whenever we were coming up, like, and when I say we, I feel like the people in the room definitely know. I feel like there was so much gatekeeping and like politicking. But right now, for the most part, I mean, it seems like if you dope, you dope, and everybody's kind of keeping their eye on what everyone else got going on, and especially like from the social media front. Like I personally keep my eye on everybody, so I see a bigger sense of community than ever, for sure. And it can still be better, but it's way better than it used to be, because you used to not be able to go over here if you fuck with them, or if you know what I'm saying, you used to be real cliquey and shit. So now I feel like everybody's just focused on making the best music and making the city look how it should, you know what I'm saying? Representing the city properly, I should say.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I agree 100%. I really think that Louisville as a city in general is a very, very hard city like to make it out of. Honestly, like if you can make it like out of Louisville, like from the beginning like to the end, like without moving away and coming back, obviously, like you can win over a lot of people.
Oh yeah,
But,
because Louisville wants to support, and I feel like that's kind of always been kind of like a double-edged sword. We just see some people like Louisville don't show love, but I don't know, I feel like Louisville shows love. It's just also not gonna just like fuck with anything, and I like that too. Like your shit gotta be worth fucking with. So can't be mad at us. Like if it ain't bad, like don't get mad. But yeah, at the end of the day, there's a lot of talent here, and I do feel like the people are starting to put that on the pedestal that it deserves to be on, whether the world is doing it or not. The city is.
Nah, I definitely agree. I think one thing that I've learned about Louisville in my time here, that it is like a lot of talented people here.
Gold mine.
You know, I'm
Bandit's from Atlanta, y'all, so had to throw that out there. But you did, twin.
always repping the A. Shout out to my Falcons. But one thing about Louisville, man, and I think in my experience here in Louisville, especially like when it comes to music, I think one of the biggest things that I wanted to do was obviously, you know, what we're doing here today, you know what I'm saying? Just meeting, you know, these guys and really making something like this, you know, come to life. But I also really just wanted to tap into the other creatives and, you know, the talent to see what was here in Louisville. You know, and through my like journey and just kind of talking to people kind of mentioned like, you know, I always heard the same thing about that Louisville stigma about the, you know, like the whole crabs in the barrel.
Yeah, I was about to say crabs in the barrel.
So I know like, yeah, so one of my biggest things was, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, if I can just be, you know, like a person to, you know, do things like this, you know what I'm saying, maybe I can make a difference. But at the same time, with you saying like you see a lot more, you know, collaborating in the city, like I think that's dope. But with all that being said, I do have beef with music to an extent.
What's the beef, bro? What's the beef? Talk to us.
I feel like there's no balance in music today. And I say that because one of my favorite eras of music is the 2000s. I don't know how y'all feel about the 2000s.
Early 2000s.
I'm talking about like from 2000 to about like, you know what I'm saying, like 2013.
Okay, that's my era right there.
So I think that, like it was a, I felt like you had such a variety of different music to the point where I feel like nowadays, you know, I feel like it's a lot of one thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whether it be like super ratchet, you know what I'm saying? You know, saying super
I feel like it's a lot of one
like,
thing being pushed, but I'm just the type of music connoisseur where I'm gonna go find what I want. So like, I do feel you as far as what's being pumped down your throat, pause. But in terms of it was, I had to do something for you. I had to do something like whoa,
that was crazy.
Look, shit is. Nah, for real though, y'all know what I mean. Rob got something to say.
I got a quick question.
Go ahead.
So with y'all on this specific topic right now, like what genre of artist do you consider yourself? Are you a singer? Are you a rapper? Are you a little mixture of both? You know what I'm saying? Like what do you consider yourself?
Yeah. Since you gave me that, the last thing you said, that little mixture of both, I gotta go with that. Like a little mixture of both, but I was just talking to the host, Destiny, about it before we got up here. It's just more about, for one, if you can do it, I feel like you should stretch yourself to do it. So if I can sing and I can get down with my pen lyrically and rap, then I'm gonna do both. But it's also about not wanting to be boxed in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like having your paintbrush. Like if you wanna do this over here, then do that over there, or then blend it all at the end, and you're capable of it, then do it. So I would say just a little mixture of both, but it really, what I choose to do is all just based on the production and what the instrumentation pulls, or just where I'm at, you know what I'm saying, just in my personal life right there. But it's kind of hard to, once again, just put it in any box. So I'm gonna say I'm a little mixture of both. I'm a little mixture of both.
That's a great question.
Then that version that not worked in your favor.
Yeah, for sure. Would you say that that your current life events is more so like your influence when it comes behind your music and lyrics?
Yeah, now I used to be one of the people that used to try to like conjure up like situations and just like paint the picture, but now it's just like whatever I'm feeling. If I feel like there's a way to channel that musically, and I can get in my little bedroom studio and find a beat that matches that vibe, then I'm gonna get it done. But I used to be the type to try to like write that situational music, like where I feel like this is something that a lot of people are going through. If I could get this off this way, but at this point, if I'm not going through it, it's gonna be hard for that to come off as authentic and as organic as I like my music to. So I just try to keep it real. It should just be like life music.
I like when people make music when they hurt.
Yeah, I mean, they be saying that's when you make your best music. I mean, I make some of my better music when I'm in that state, but at the same time, you don't want to fall in love with that and then just go and start sabotaging shit just to stay in that state.
So you,
I was one of them
make
niggas
music
before
where
too.
you make music where you've been crying and shit, huh?
After I was crying. After I got out the crying.
Nah,
I got to cry first. I got to cry
Get
first.
your feelings out.
Yeah, I had to cry first.
You never fell on the phone or paper.
You said what?
I said, I know one of the songs, Terrorism fell out. You've been there boo-hooing or something.
Right, yeah, facts, yeah. On the phone, I don't know paper though. On the phone, maybe.
I got you.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Do you have a personal favorite song, like of your own?
Right now, it's a song that I haven't put out yet, but it's coming out probably sometime next month. Honestly, it's called "I Was," and it's really the way anytime I bring it up to any of my homies, I say it's like my "Man in the Mirror" song, but it's really just me like just doing that, just like in full self reflection and pointing out my flaws and telling my flaws exactly as ugly as they are and just bleeding it out. But that's probably my favorite song it's going to come out, but if there's something that people have heard, one of my favorite songs is my song Lonely Rose, just because I feel like that's a song that a lot of people who's going through something deep and have really kind of been through them dark times of life, they'll be able to kind of resonate with it. So that's probably one of my favorite records. I got a lot, it
You
changed.
say Lonely Road?
Yeah, Lonely Rose. Like
Rose or something.
Rose.
I like your song, You Dropped It May with my boy Ivory.
Oh yeah, Son, yeah. Ivory. Yeah, he got a project coming out. Yeah, shout out Ivory for sure. His project coming out, I think like the 18th or some shit.
No, that's what's up, man.
What's your favorite song?
Mine is
Broad ass question.
Man, that's not a broad question. I can tell you mine.
You right, yeah, look, keep it real. Rob Lee,
I actually got
BRXTN.
a funny story. I was actually in the studio the same time that Braxton did the Fall Flavors mixtape. He has a tape called Fall Flavors, and I was actually in the studio with him when he mixed the entire thing. So my favorite song of one of yours is Broadway, Too Smooth.
Yeah.
I love both of those, and then one of my personal favorites is Wake 'Em Up.
Oh, okay. I forgot about Wake 'Em Up.
Yeah,
dog, you
that's
deep in the catalog.
Yeah, see, you didn't know.
Real nigga.
No, for real though. But no, that's dope though. What's yours? we was looking at your YouTube before we
I'm about to say,
came up here.
he look like he's trying to figure out what 3 songs did I memorize with this nigga.
Man, I wasn't about to name my favorite song of yours, bro. Nah, but I do like the song "On My Way." That's one of the ones I
You
like.
said the song "On My Way"?
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Levi. Shout out my boy Levi, great. Yeah.
Talk to her, Levi.
Can I give y'all my favorite Braxton song? I'm about to give y'all a gem.
Talk to us.
Because you might have to go to SoundCloud to listen to it.
You got to
You
play.
can't stop it.
Oh damn! Hey, I recorded that in my Kurz Hall dorm room. If anybody know what's going on at U of L Kurz Hall, recorded that shit on a Bluebird mic, USB, shitty ass software. I remember that. That was one of them. I was like,
So my heart jumped. 'Cause I'm like, I gotta go to the mic and give my favorite Braxton song because I really just want to give my brother his flowers.
For sure, go ahead.
First and foremost, and then also wanted to touch on something I talked about
real
earlier
nigga.
about our city.
Appreciate you,
But
brother.
so first and foremost, Braxton, like when we was young, there wasn't too many people in the city who was able to create music at a certain level. By the grace of God, certain people like me, Braxton, a few other artists I'm not gonna name, but we was in some certain studio sessions with some important people before we knew they would be important people. So we naturally was just in these environments. Braxton, not growing up technically in Louisville, it was pretty interesting because I met him in Lexington. Because I was going to UK, he was going to U of L. He was the first artist I sat with that could go song for song with me, like nonstop, at the same quality.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, okay. I'd rather be friends with this guy than, you know what I'm saying? But ironically, he was already recording with the engineer that I grew up recording with in the city. So it was kind of like meant to be for us to be friends. But this is one of the greatest artists I'll ever meet. Thankful for meeting him and very excited about what God has for our future. And then when y'all talked about Louisville and pretty much at this time being more collaborative and things of that nature, I think it's because of guys like you, people like you coming into the city who's not from here and just noticing like y'all are all dope and having moments like this happen. So I think y'all have a big part of
Hold on, I'm from here. I'm from here.
I know Manny's not. He said,
Hey man, it's my moment, bro. Go ahead, I'm listening.
but that's what I wanted to say though. So we appreciate people like Mandy coming to the city and giving us, you know, a different voice and be like, y'all are all dope. Why y'all so cliquey? So just want to touch on both those. But shout out Braxton. Love you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Everything I've heard is fire. Like I told him, you sitting over here, I said, bro, I'm so thankful that I don't have to lie and be like, oh yeah, your music's still good. Like his shit's still fire.
All the way
I don't
down,
have like
my heart broken.
who wants to sit there and tell their friend like, I don't gotta do that. You dope, bro.
Appreciate it.
I love you too, bro, for sure. You already know.
Shout out Levi. Wayne Levi is a very, very talented artist as well. So follow bro as well.
I mean, tune into that episode of The Come Up.
Yeah,
No,
that's
facts.
that part.
So if a lot of people don't know, shout out to Rob right here in the front as well.
That part.
Levi and Rob actually, Bandy actually has a music series called The Come Up, where he highlights artists from the city. And Levi and Rob right here, and Destiny Ray actually. Shout out Destiny Ray.
Sure.
Destiny Ray in the building, my dog Deep C in the building. We got poets, we got everybody in here today.
Yeah, they actually took the time out of their day to make those episodes happen, you know, for us. So we appreciate y'all for that as well.
That's love, that's love.
I do want to touch more on the music industry with you though as well, Braxton. One of my questions I've been wanting to ask you. A lot of people, when they're on their journey, they're conflicted in trying to make music when it comes to like what the music industry wants.
Right.
I just wanted to sing my favorite Braxton song when I was on the Braxton song.
All right,
Go ahead.
I still got my question in my
My
head. Go
favorite
ahead.
song is The Program.
Oh,
Turn that thing
Ladies, I'm gonna search that about Braxton because y'all need to put that, y'all need to bring it out.
real one. Appreciate you, sis. Real one. Real one.
Appreciate you.
But I was asking you the difference between like trying to fit in with what the music industry wants and being like as authentic as possible. How do artists like try to make that decision, like make music that they don't want just to make it to where they want?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely had those battles naturally. We was literally just talking about that before the interview, but I think it just comes down to once you do it so long, you just gotta look yourself in the mirror and decide what artist you wanna be. Like, You want to be the artist that just tried to fit the mold your whole career, or you want to be the artist that, you know, trailblazed and dealt with whatever came with that, whether it means you end up one of the biggest motherfuckers ever, or just somebody that, as long the people who know you and they respect what you bring to the game. I mean, that's kind of just, you kind of have to make that choice. But me, I can say wholeheartedly, I made that choice to just stand 100% in who I am and just leaning and trusting that the creativity that flows through me is going to reach the right people, and that's going to put me on the platform and lead to the destiny that, you know, God has already laid out before I even knew what I was going to do. So, to your question, I mean, it's always going to be a battle because, of course, you want to see certain types of success as an artist, but eventually, once you know what all really goes into industry success, everything that glitters ain't gold no way. So I've seen niggas with the biggest names have the lightest pockets, and niggas with, you wouldn't even have known unless they told you, be out here breaded up and wrote your favorite song. So it just, once you really know how the industry works, I think it's kind of a no-brainer. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. It's all about that knowledge. Would you say, let me see, would you say like the industry now, like the music scene now is filled with people trying to stick to one lane? Or like, because how you said it, I feel like, like I said, being diverse ain't never failed nobody.
Facts.
So, you feel me, that's the way to go in making music that you want to feel, because it's going to come after this.
Nah, for sure.
But would you say like in the industry now, it's like a lot of people trying to stick to one thing? If they pop on one thing, they're going to stay there and try to make it?
Well, I feel like, yeah, because if they pop doing one thing and they sign a deal, that's all that the label gonna want to do. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you keep your independence, you can continue to explore other facets. But if the first thing that goes viral and then you know, the labels throw something at you and you jump, or somebody that with a little bit of money that wants to control that, they're gonna be like, okay, you did that and that went viral. I want you to do that again and again and again and again until we fucking tired of you. I'd rather be the nigga who can show you I can do this, punch you in your mouth, and then come back and kick you somewhere else next week. But that's just me though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I want to have some fun. I want to have some fun. I want to borrow. Y'all know I be watching The Breakfast Club.
Oh shit.
I want to borrow a segment from The Breakfast Club, man. And I want to hear y'all get whatever it is that y'all got to say off y'all chest. So if y'all got a hot take, you know what I'm saying, y'all just want to rant about something, man, I want to come to the mic. Let's talk about it. If anybody got something to say, pull up to the mic. But while they debating on that, oh, you got something to say?
Yeah, I got a question.
Talk to me. Go ahead.
My name is Barry.
What up, Barry?
On social platforms, go by Barry's Archive. I'm a creative.
Hey, man, we ain't asked all that.
I'm just
playing.
Go ahead, shame.
So I gotta say what I do.
Shout out.
Go
But,
ahead.
you know, I do YouTube, TikTok, everything. I'm the movie director, you know, actor, everything that you can think of, philanthropist. You know, I do all that. Give advice.
Say your name again so they subscribe.
Barry's Archive, BARYES Archive. You feel me? I'm pretty sure I know how to spell it. But Braxton, you my brother.
Of course,
Big
of
brother,
course,
of course.
of course.
But a lot of people, they take hiatuses. You feel me? From what they dream is and what they do. And like, I just wanted to ask you personally, like, how was you feeling whenever you took your hiatus? And like, because from the outside looking in, you know, you took it, and like for me being your little brother, it's like I feel like you was like hot, and then like, you know,
it's like
dang, where's Braxton? And then you coming back, but you hot again, you know. But like, how was you feeling during that moment of the hiatus? Like, was there any moments of time where you was like, dang, I need to just drop this right now, or I need to do this right now, like, you know, like, so like, what was your mental during that hiatus point, and like, what is it now?
Nah, I mean, honestly, bro, through a lot of it was about a year and a half, and what I like to call it is, I mean, I don't know if, like I said, I'm real spiritual, but it was really just a season that I had to do what they call like my shadow work, bro. So as much as I was creating and as much as I was wanting to put shit out, like I said, I listened to God, and it wasn't time, and the only thing I needed to focus on was getting my spirit and getting my soul back in alignment with my calling. So as hard as it was to be sitting in a bedroom and making some songs you hate and a lot of songs you love, and just be building up just a catalog of stuff that you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want the world to hear it, you want that validation. But I think that's what God was trying to get me to starve myself from, just to understand, like, whether they're giving it to you or not, this is a gift that I've given you to use beyond the world's validation. You here to impact people. Like, I'm trying to make the type of music, of course not every record, I'm gonna have my fun, I'm gonna party, I'm gonna do what I do, but I do hope that my music serves to heal people in a certain way, or at least me being vulnerable and honest on every song inspire someone to do the same, or to open up, or to look themselves in the mirror and get real about some shit that they need to get real about. So, to your question, like I said, bro, there was a lot of times I just wanted to like snap out of it and just force myself back into people's faces, but it wouldn't have been real and it wouldn't have felt the same. So I trust in God's timing, and here we are. But yeah, it was definitely tough, you know what I'm saying, for sure. Because like you said, I mean, I was definitely at a point where I feel like had I kept this going, I mean, who knows, but I don't think whatever was down that road would have been as long lasting as whatever's down the one I'm on right now.
Respect. And my favorite Braxton song, he knows it, and lately interlude. That's
my dog.
That's my
Catalog D. My nigga.
Still do to this day.
My dog. Love you, bro.
Love you too, my boy.
I do want to ask you, was there a specific, like,
You got some hot take. The hot
I
take, bro.
can't see him.
out.
Do you see his glasses?
That's all I
You
can
can
see.
see that to the same
man.
time.
Talk to me.
Brax, what's your plans for 2026?
Plans for 2026, hopefully to be touring. And I say that because before the end of 2025, I do want to put out my next project. Really, it's already done. Just that's why we're here tonight, just to kind of allow people to hear some of the new vibes that may be on the way, and also just bring people in the room to just do this, man. This fellowship, provide value both ways. Like shit, y'all been pouring into us, we're pouring into y'all. But as far as 2026 goes, I would say, like I said the word touring, but just being active, man. I want to hit some other markets. Want to get back to traveling, collaborating with my friends, with the people that I really care about, the people that I know care about me, and just seeing where, you know, just continues to rise to. But I like the trajectory I'm on. We got the momentum, and everything else is up to God. Just got to make sure that the work meets the faith halfway, for sure.
Yes, sir. We're gonna manifest that.
Straight up.
You know, me and Keith, we in the process of working on a little mixtape.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's in a very, very early
Y'all ain't asked me
stage.
for a feature yet. I'm offended.
Hey,
I mean, hey,
I need parts.
I want you to ask them, what have they started in that process?
What have y'all started in that process?
I got a song.
Is it recorded or is
I want you to ask them,
Alright.
Danny just said they're in the process. What was the first step in that process? that y'all
His
take?
thought.
Exactly. I have an idea.
Thought of it.
They thinking about making a song, bro.
We still got folks wanting to chime in though.
Nah, we got a line. Talk to me.
You started.
Yes, so my name is Destiny Ray, and for Braxton, I know that earlier we had this conversation. We know the importance of community. We know the importance of having people in your corner. So can you please explain to us, how do you lead with discernment on who you trust in your corner or who you choose to have in your corner?
No, definitely. No, that's real. So yeah, I mean, definitely, as far as the discernment goes, I feel like you just have to trust your intuition. I feel like, I mean, we all have that sixth sense when you can get a read on a person or people who just are in alignment with just, whether it's vision, whether it's the gifts and talents y'all have. But I've always just literally trusted my gut, and then me being a God-fearing man and praying daily and just that what is God in my gut is Him. I've just always trusted that, and it's not always serving me. Of course, you know, you're going to make some bad choices here and there, or let some people in that down the road it's like, damn, okay, he really didn't have my best interest in heart, that they didn't. But ultimately, that's just part of living and learning. But I just trust my gut, and like I said, keep my faith is kind of that spearhead on all of that, and it served me well, whether it's been a learning lesson or, you know, lead me to cultivate a team like I have in you and Phil and everyone else. Yeah, just trusting my gut and just trusting that God is the one who is, you know, providing them signals and being that God for sure.
Absolutely, much love.
Straight up.
Alright, I got like 2 questions.
Hey, bro, come on.
Alright, so my first question is kind of simple. It's like, are there any songs that anybody's named out here, or any songs that you've recorded and actually released that you didn't like after you initially recorded it?
That's a good question.
Great question.
Yeah,
Great
I'm about to
question.
say shit. And what's crazy is it kind of be like low key, the one my little brother said, like songs that I know just listening, but it's never necessarily like I don't like them. It just be quality and stuff like that, or just hearing like where it's like, damn, you really could have polished this up a little bit more. But songs like my SoundCloud music are those records.
So like your earlier work?
Yeah, of course. And then I'm trying to think of something that like might be kind of surprising that I don't really care for, but really anything that I put out on the streaming services, I'm pretty OCD about, so I can kind of stand behind those. But a lot of my earlier stuff, I still listen back and cringe, but when you have people who, them be the main songs that they listen to, you kind of just got to get out your own way and just shut the hell up. That's like I said, it's my job to be I'm just here to offer it. Like, whoever loves it, hates it, at least feel some kind of way though. If you don't feel nothing, then I fail. If you hate it or love it, then it's at least art, you know what I'm saying?
What's your worst song?
Worst song ever? There's this song called, I think it's called, it's like I've Been, and it's on my For Now Forever EP, like the first EP I put out, and that shit cringy.
Is it bad?
Nah, it's definitely bad, like it just, the hook.
So why'd you put it out?
Nigga, cause I was young and thought everything I did was fire, nigga. I was just happy to be in the studio, nigga. Like I was just happy to be doing it. And then,
How old was you? You thought that shit was fire?
I was like freshman year of college. Yeah, I thought it was fire at the time, and I listened to that shit like 2 weeks ago. I was like, damn, bro, this shit is just sloppy. The arrangement, like it just, like it's not, huh?
It shows growth.
Nah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know.
It was hard at the time.
Yeah, at the time,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just didn't age well.
So what's your second question, Rob?
Alright, my second question is basically like, I could definitely ask you like dude asked earlier, what are you planning on doing next year? But my question as an artist to artist is like, what is your goal? So instead of like you having to really explain in depth what your goal is, I guess my basic question would be to make it easier for you. It's like, is your goal to get signed, or is your goal to create avenues for yourself and other artists to come up? So maybe, you know, doing your own independent record label eventually, or do you want to sound like a distribution deal, or you know, to a big label and just kind of be like a slave to the machine?
No, yeah, straight up, man. I mean, nah, that's not what we doing right there, Rob. We're not trying to be a slave to the machine. So I am working on like getting fully solidified my own record label. It's gonna be called For Now and Forever. And with that, honestly, the overall goal is to, just be a platform for myself and other artists. Maybe eventually, build up the type of capital to put money into people the way I wish folks would have put money into me. Kind of be the guy that I wish I had for these other, up and comers. But then beyond that, yeah, man, just staying free with it. And then being able to do more things that are actually community oriented, for our people mainly. Whether it be like youth development and things of that sort. I'm passionate about a lot of things, and music is just that vehicle I know God kind of gave me to get there. But to keep it all summed up, we're gonna stay free and stay as independent as we can. I wouldn't mind a publishing deal, writing some songs for some motherfuckers. But as far as being an artist on paper, like on ink, nah, bro, that shit is dub. I'm cool.
That's a great question.
What's your name, man?
Yo, Deep Sea here.
My brother.
What's up, my G?
Deep Sea.
2 questions. I guess I asked the one that's not necessarily music related first. Do you see yourself continuing on this, I guess, I wouldn't say a pattern because you're probably not doing it on purpose, but do you see yourself doing something else in another city? Like moving to another city? Like, I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee, so I resonate with the southern,
Yeah, for sure.
the other shit. Yeah. I think Louisville's geographically in its own spot.
Thanks.
I feel like a lot of people don't really know about Louisville until they know about Louisville. Most of the other cities are known for shit. You know what I'm saying? Louisville's got its own thing.
Yeah.
But I would say I've been here 20 years. I don't necessarily plan on being here for another 20 years.
Right.
But you have been, you weren't born exactly in this city. Moved away, came back, moved away again. Do you see yourself doing another 10 years somewhere else, or you like this?
It's hard for me to say right now. I know just in general, me and my girl talk about it. I definitely want to continue to move around just because I'm one of them niggas who always says that life's too short and the world's too big, so I just want to see as much of it. So it's hard for me to say kind of a whole another 10 years, but I definitely plan to just continue to bounce around just because the way I look at how I move is just I'm just planting those seeds. So I like to plant seeds, really water them, and then, you know, move on and allow them to harvest and come back through and continue to water them and things like that. So I don't really know for sure, but I definitely want to continue to like move around and just expand and see as much as I can and do as much as I can.
Yeah, I believe that most of the people who, like especially the big names from Louisville, all had to. I don't say they had to leave.
Right.
But like my favorite analogy is like if you look at a picture of the city, like the most beautiful picture of Louisville, the picture wasn't taken from the city.
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you had to leave to get the best view of where you came from.
That's true.
I agree with you, bro. I feel like those people had to leave, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They could have, for sure.
That's why I asked the question earlier, is because of what you just said, literally. I think people like had to leave. They won over the people here, but then once you leave and like come back, it's like you win over 10 times the amount of people. So sometimes I feel like they had to leave too.
I feel like there's such thing as doing all you could do.
Yeah, for sure. Like you tapped out, or you tapped all of the potential out of the place, at least for that time being, and then you just kind of got to let that shit cultivate into whatever it's gonna be. For sure.
My last question is, what's something in 2025 that you like? It was your goal and you like super proud of accomplishing.
I got in shape, bro, like on some real shit. I'm on the baggy shit right now, but I got in shape. But now beyond that though, that's some like superficial stuff. I think really
that's not easy to do, bro.
No, it's not. It's not. But I think even beyond that, just understanding how much I truly value my relationship with God, and then how much putting Him first actually does change my whole being, bro. Like, cause there was a lot of times where He was on the back burner. I was putting Him there. And I think He humbled me for that, and He dealt with me. And now, just moving forward, I think just having that in center frame and keeping it there has been the biggest thing, because that's led to everything else.
For sure. My brother, keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, love you, bro. For
Appreciate
sure.
you, Deep Sea.
Hey, Brett. Oh, well, you got another question? We walk up here.
He got a roll.
Yeah, so smooth.
First off,
You want something with the rose? He about to give us our flowers.
why they got you Deep Sea?
It's a play on my name. I do poetry.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah,
He actually hosts poetry slam. He's a great poet, actually.
First question I ask is, it's for the rap, man. What's up, BRXTN?
What's up, man? What's up?
What do y'all plan on doing in 2026, like, from here on? Like, I know this is your first live, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What y'all got coming up, man?
So,
I'll let Keith answer. Go ahead.
I was about to say, so we actually, if y'all want to come to another live show, we got another one at the end of the month. It's going to be at Copper & Kings in the pit. While the game going on all day, you can get your drinks, you can have a good time. There's going to be vendors out there. It's going to be a real nice vibe. And then like from 4 to 8, it'll be like a little day party. You feel me? So pull up to that. But besides that, I would say we're trying to expand as a brand. We started a few more series. I got my own little sports series that we're working on right now. Pretty much like a Hard Knocks type of deal, but for the city. Whether it's like specific coaches, teams, players, or whatever. So that's in the mix right now. We got some business things coming up where we interview these businesses, take a tour, just go in depth, pick their brain of what they got going on and what it took for them to get there. Yeah, but besides that, I feel like we just trying to expand.
Yeah, it's a very gonna be a very busy rest of the year for us. So I appreciate you asking that question. So we actually have a business called the Entertainment Collective, where myself and Keith are photographers. Bandy, he's a videographer and editor, and like Keith said, we actually produce content for businesses. But in 2025, we're actually want to mobilize the podcast as well, right? We've invested enough into our equipment, the entire 9 yards, to be able to come to your backyard if you want to do an interview or a podcast, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be very busy for us, and we got a lot coming up, especially for 2026 as well. And shout out Vic. Vic's not up here.
He's running around somewhere.
He's usually on the pod. He's running around making sure everything's straight. And I do want to use this moment to show our appreciation for Philip and his team and Braxton for actually giving us this opportunity to actually do this live show with you all. A lot of people don't know behind the scenes, we've been meeting, on and off for 2.5 months, right? Yeah, so we definitely appreciate Prince City Management, Braxton, for giving us this opportunity to have this live show. So I definitely appreciate it.
Also,
Ben, look
my fault.
at it. Just look at it.
Go ahead, baby.
Your question was like, what do we want to do for the rest of 2025 or next year? Your question was.
What do y'all have planned, man? I mean, y'all got here, man. So what's next?
I think honestly, man, I want to do more of this because I think that, and these guys can tell you, bro, like this is kind of something that I kind of wanted to do for a minute. Like I seen the vision, I seen what we was doing with the pod and everything. Speaking of the pod, man, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you guys do that.
Get a free
There's
shot.
a QR code on the tables. If you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, it would be a great deal.
Grab a ticket.
But no, I definitely want to do more things like this. I think, it's one thing to throw parties and things like that, but, I'm saying, no offense to my guy, Darren with 10 p.m. 10 p.m. is Sunday, they throw 5 events at 10 p.m. But I think it gives something different, I think it gives something positive that people can kind of come out to, have a good time, have good conversations about, whatever, comes to mind. But that's definitely something that I want to do. I personally would just want us to get more out into the city of Louisville, kind of, and do more things like this, if anything. But outside of that, man, just continue what we have going already with the show and just keep growing that show and keep, the people that do watch, keep giving them good content, man, at the end of the day. Whether it's the come up, whether it's, our show, don't keep the name under wraps until but, and as well as the rap pod, but, as well as continue growing as a business too with the Entertainment Collective. There's things that, we want to grow as a business, but that's pretty much my goal, personally.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is, I was gonna say that we appreciate y'all, so give yourself a round of applause.
Thank you.
Yeah, the supporters keep us going. No matter where we go, somebody stop us and be like, hey, y'all got great quality, we love what y'all doing, y'all positivity and all that, and we come back and talk to each other about that all the time. So, like I said, we appreciate y'all the whole life.
And this connection was of genuality as well. Sometimes you come across people and you actually know their intentions, and meeting these guys, their intentions was very, very pure, and we sense that, and that's why we're able to make this happen tonight.
Straight up. I think we got time for one or two more.
I just want to say I'm proud of y'all, man. I remember a year ago, man. Y'all at work, y'all sketching shit out, y'all meeting in meeting rooms. Before y'all shot a motherfucking podcast, to see y'all on live. Dog, y'all, I'm proud of y'all.
Yeah, this shit beautiful for real, bro.
Appreciate you. That's love, man.
That's the last question for the night.
Okay. Hey, my name is Tony. My cousin is part of the R.A.P. Ray over there.
Hey, Tony.
I'm so proud of you. I just want to say that.
Thank you.
But my question would be surrounding more about y'all story. Y'all talk about y'all have answered a lot of questions about y'all goals and future goals. I want to kind of hear about how y'all got started, why y'all got started, and how to stay motivated. Even if you don't see the support, how y'all stay motivated, and what would be your advice to give to somebody who might want to start a podcast?
That's a great question. So, so we all actually started. We all actually work at corporate office, right? I'm actually the team lead of Bandy.
He's trying to say it. I ain't good at to say it.
It's like one of us. Basically, we connected at work. We probably sit a cool 8 feet from each other, right? We always talk about sports. We're always jumping around. And when I became part of their team, they actually brought the idea to me to shoot a podcast. Me and Keith did photography at the time, so we're shooting professional headshots for the company together, the entire nine. And we actually just kind of put our money where our mouth is, right? We actually started an LLC. We actually invested into the episodes that we did do, right? And our main goal, and Vic's over there if nobody see me, with the white
Shout out, Vic.
I know he's
Thank you,
pleasure.
Hey, bro, he gonna be trying to be too cool,
Yeah,
bro. Don't
but, so basically, we really just want to stay as consistent as possible. Like, even if we have 5 views, you know what I'm saying? Even if we have 3,000 views, we just want to stay consistent as possible. And my advice to anybody and whatever they got going on is just don't stop doing it. The support that you do get, embrace that support because it's really as genuine as possible. And the moment you stop, you really don't know what else would have happened if you would have kept going, right? So our goal is to really keep going. And that would be my advice to anybody, whether it's music, whether it's TV, art, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's your 9-to-5 job and you're looking to make $100,000 a year, right? Just keep going. Don't stop because that'd be the end of the road.
All right, thank you.
Right. Stamp it.
Stamp. That's mine.
Look, I mean, because first episode we talked about consistency. And then look where we at. You feel me? Like, it wouldn't happen when you keep going brick by brick. You know, we done met plenty of great people, made plenty of connections. You feel me?
But
We at the live show right now. Like I said, I appreciate y'all.
appreciate you, Brax, for sure, man.
Hey, love, love, bro.
I do want to ask you, before we do wrap up, what was that one thing that kept you going, no matter what, right? Like your little brother said, the hiatus. Like a lot of people don't bounce back and continue to do what they do after they stop. What triggered you to keep on going, no matter what, when it came to music?
I mean, like, honestly, just feeling like it's truly what a nigga's called to do. Like, it's what I gotta do. Like, even when I wasn't putting out music, there wasn't a day where I wasn't in my notes writing something. There's not a day where I'm not trying to utter out these melodies and trying to put words to them. That's just what I do. So whether I was doing it, you know what I'm saying, actively and openly, it never stopped, and it just gets to a point where you can't ignore it. So when that thing that you're trying to push it off, you're trying to turn away from it, and it continues to tap you on your shoulder, continues to whisper up in your ear, it's like eventually you just gotta just let it happen, bro. And that's just what it was. So that was the thing that kept me going, just feeling like that's the thing to keep me going, for sure.
And we always do end our podcast with a motivational, saying from our guests. So for anybody out there that you would love to motivate about whatever they're doing, what would be your message to them?
My message to them would be like, it's kind of similar to what my dog Dwayne Wade said, but it's in my song Pima, like fall down 9 times, get back up 10, bounce back like magic. Like no matter how many times you fall down, you got the strength to get up and keep pushing forward. I mean, it is what it is. You gotta keep that needle moving, and shoot, you only gonna go as far as you go. So get your ass up and keep it pushing.
For sure.
Great quote. Great quote. Positivity.
Great quote.
You know what I'm saying?
Deep.
Very stoic.
Great quote. So can you recycle?
What do you say? Get knocked down 9 times?
Fall down 9 times, get back up 10, bounce back like magic.
Magic.
Anyway.
We appreciate that, man.
Nah, man, thank y'all too. Like I said, just seeing the platform and what y'all are doing, it is dope. And I'm praying that everything continues to grow and develop in the right direction, which I know it will, but I'm just putting that out there in the open. Like, I'm praying that y'all continue to do what y'all do. And don't forget about me, nigga.
Right, you don't forget about us.
Nah, you my Memphis brother now.
For sure.
How long you been there?
It's been like 3 years now.
You got there longer.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm about 2 years away from calling it home and shit. I got 2 more years. Oh yeah, no, you a dime, man. Yeah.
Nah, man.
I might like that a little bit.
But I did want to kind of close with, I don't know where she went, but I did want to kind of answer a question just when it comes to just advice for, people that are just kind of looking to kind of do what we do, but not necessarily like what we do, but in a sense, it's just like, just be open to collaborating. I think one thing that I feel like a lot of people miss is that we're stronger together at the end of the day. You get a bunch of people together that's got the same goal and y'all wanna do something. It's a whole lot easier and it's a whole lot cheaper when you got a team to do everything with you, especially when y'all can, create a bond. Like I said, I've only been in, Louisville for about 5 years now, so, meeting these guys and kind of just being able to grow with these guys, like they become true friends. So, like I'm grateful. So whenever you can find a group of people that's got the same ideas and y'all got the same common goal, man, don't be afraid to work together. Like I said, it's easier when y'all work together than apart. But with that being said, man, thank y'all so much for coming to kick it with us.
Sure, thank y'all so much.
At the R.A.P house, man. Would y'all want to come see us again?
She said, clock that.
Yeah. Now we definitely gonna try to do some more of these, man. It does take a lot of work, but I definitely think it's something positive that we can do. But with that being said, as always, to the people watching, subscribe to the YouTube channel, man, The Entertainment Collective, and for those who's kicking it with us at the R.A.P house.
Bro, stop saying it.
Look at the R.A.P house. Check the QR code.
Before we do leave, I do want to shout out Brittany in the back. She was our barber. She makes the drinks for us. We want to shout out McQueen for actually sponsoring the alcohol tonight. Phil, you know what I mean? And stick around for a little bit. Here's some of Braxton's music as well, you know what I mean? Just because we're ending it right now, we still got some time to go, and I would love for y'all to hear his music. Y'all know his story, and that'll be it for us. We appreciate it.
Thank y'all again.
Thank y'all again. Appreciate y'all. Oh, shout out T2, man. You know what I'm saying? He big help.
Hey everybody,